Hi, this is Kathy from Get Down to Business Consulting. I'm just going to do a quick run through on your Facebook privacy settings. You can see here that I have set up a dummy Facebook account for this purpose. And interestingly enough, just with an email address, they came up with a bunch of recommended people I know. Anyway, Jimmy from the fake account is going to go over to Account, click Settings and Privacy. And the easiest way to do this is just to go through their privacy checkup. You can access stuff through the shortcuts and I think also through the other settings. But we're going to click Privacy Checkup. And I just want you to know, in setting up this account, when I first went through this, I found that everything was set to the least restrictive. So it's always very important to do this. So who can share, see what you share? So first is your email address, and I have it set to only me. You can allow your friends to see it if you want, but if they're your friends, they probably already have your email. Your birth date, so the actual month and day, I have it set to friends here. I personally, that's how I have it set on my own account because I like to be wished a happy birthday, but you can lock it down to only me also. And then the year that you want to be only me. And I would also advise, I also don't even have the correct year on my Facebook account. Who can see your friends list on your profile? So you can set it up so that your friends can see that, or you can lock it down so that nobody can see it. I think both are reasonable choices. And who can see the people, pages, and lists you follow? I would probably lock that down to only me. Again, if you have a very small list of curated friends, then you might want to make it friends. Future posts, who sees those? So you're going to do somewhere in the friends category, probably just friends. You don't want it to be public, and there's no point in posting if only you see your own posts. Same as stories. And if at some point you share a public post, like I've done it for fundraising stuff, you can kind of come back here later and hit limit twice, and it will no longer be public. If somebody's tagged in those posts, you know, that doesn't totally limit, but it won't be public anymore. Next. This just shows you any people that you've blocked on Facebook. So it's not really applicable here. And that's it. How to keep your account secure is more about protecting you from hacking or letting you know that somebody's gotten into your Facebook account. So it's your password. So obviously that should be secure and not used for anything else. And you can do two-factor authentication where they ask for a code if they see a login from somewhere different. That could be via text, or you can use an app for that. And you would just go into Get Started and click through that if you feel like you want to do that. And you can control your alerts, so you can also be emailed if somebody logs in from a place that they don't recognize. I would recommend doing one or the other, like get a notification or set up the two-factor, just so you have an idea if somebody's logging into your account. All right. How people can find you on Facebook? I think this is probably the most important one for therapists. So who can send you friend requests? You can only make it as restrictive as friends of friends. So you're going to want to do that. And then it's searching you by phone number or email. So I would definitely advise making only me so that people that have your phone number and email can't search for you on Facebook. Again, you can restrict it to friends, but your friends are already going to be connected with you. So, and friends of friends can really kind of open up the world quite a bit. This one's really important, search engines. So you want to make sure this is in the off position like it is here. So that's what on looks like. That's what off looks like. You don't want search engines outside of Facebook to link to your profile. All right. Data settings. This is more about apps and websites. And what I would say is Just don't let apps and websites access your data. That should be a general rule. And, those quizzes you see on Facebook all the time, they're always asking for permission to access information on your profile. I just make it a general rule not to fill out anything that asks for permission to access information. If you have allowed an app to access information, you can come in here and remove it. And finally, ad preferences. So first, they're going to tell you about how they want to give you the best ads possible. But you can limit how they target your ads. And so these things you can lock down: relationship status, employer, job title, and education, so that advertisers can't use that information to reach you. Also, I think this one's even more important: social interactions. It says here Jimmy Printer, which is the fake name that this account's using, liked a page, and that could show up in other people's feeds. So down here I have it listed to only me. Your other option is friends. And then there you go. I also recommend coming in every 3-4 months and just taking a quick look, making sure everything is still where you want it to be, because these things do tend to change over time. And you always want to make sure that your privacy is locked down to the level that you feel most comfortable with. All right, thanks for listening.